Hello, this is Rory with the Love Chat, and today's topic is, does my ex miss me? Now, this is video number 151. If you have a question you'd like for me to consider featuring on the Love Chat, please write it in a comment below. And if you enjoy these videos, I'd be very grateful if you'd subscribe and hit like. Also, if you'd like to do a Skype or email coaching, just visit my website, thelovechat.net/coaching. Now then, there is not a more normal question to ask after a breakup than this one. Does my ex miss me? Does your ex miss you? The reality is, and the quick answer is yes. Yes, they do. Because you know what? Breakups are hard. For both people. Now, maybe they are having it much easier than you. In fact, it's likely that they're having it much easier than you. But that does not pardon them from missing you. And let's look at the reality of the situation that you find yourself in. They broke up with you because at present they don't feel that you're going to make them happy. But within that, there's a certain sadness, right? I'm going to do a video, if not this week, definitely next week, that explores why people even break up, right? Why does it hit that point? Is it possible to back away from that point? And how can we make it less likely that this happens again? But like I said, your ex does miss you. The guy who's telling you not to mind read is saying your ex misses you. Have you ever broken up with somebody? Did you ever miss that person? Because the likelihood is, yes, at times you did miss that person. Now, why? Because our brain works based off of connection, right? If I'm connecting with somebody, that means I've been with them for a period of time. That means I cared about them, shared certain things with them, opened up to them, and got them to be intimate with me. Now, these things all contribute towards them missing you. You were a staple in their life for a decent period of time, long enough that they were willing to give to you, to devote to you. And even in situations where there's cheating and abuse or stealing or breakups that are out of the ordinary, they do miss you. And for many of you here, you've even heard from your ex. Some of you are on the path back to your ex. The reality, despite all of the fear that you can muster, is that your ex does miss you. Will they miss you forever? No, of course not. That's just not the way our emotions and our connection and attachment works. But I would say it's a pretty safe bet that if it's within a year, they still miss you. They do have random thoughts about you. Sometimes they do cry to you. They are sitting in their bed, unable to fall asleep, thinking about you. They do pass a restaurant you both used to go to and get a flashback of a time where you were both at that restaurant. The real reality is that yes, your ex does miss you. Does it mean that they miss you as much as you miss them? No, of course not, because if that was the case, they'd be reaching out. Can it get to that point? Yes, it can. And you have direct control over your participation in that. Consider this. If you reach out to your ex, if you tell them you love them, if you just want to work it out, talk to them, beg, plead, etc., that will greatly diminish the chance that they will come back to you. However, if you turn to self-love, if you allow no contact to do what it was intended to do, which was to build yourself up, build your self-confidence back up, build your strength back up, increase your emotional peace of mind, and give them time to miss you, it increases the chance that they reach out. It's as simple as that. Now, I'm of the belief, and I've seen many, many, many instances and evidence that the majority of the time, you're going to hear back from your ex, even if it was a long period of time. I've heard situations where people heard from their ex a year and a half later, 2 years later, and sometimes it was a week later, right? 4 months later. So the truth is, your ex does miss you. You do have more control than you realize. And panicking and being fearful and acting from fear is the exact thing that's going to keep them from you. So, don't make the classic mistakes. You have more power than you realize. That's all I had for today. If you found my video helpful, I'd be very grateful if you'd subscribe and hit like. Please leave a comment below and tell me what topics you want me to cover in the future. Additionally, if you'd like extra videos every week, private live streams with me, and free giveaways of my book upon release, just visit my Patreon. Patreon.com/thelovechat. Until next time.